market. And we work really closely with the Punjabi Market Collective, which is another not-for-profit organization.
I know what the collective do.
Yeah, so they're working to revitalize that area and bring it back to life, essentially, right?
I have a shot in the dark I want to take.
Yeah.
What are the odds that I can come on your show?
Can you speak Punjabi? Okay.
I speak Hindi. Does that
Okay.
work?
Yeah.
Broken. Like, probably the worst Hindi you'll ever hear.
Okay, let me hear some.
What am I saying? हम हिंदी बोल सकते हैं थोड़ा सा?
थोड़ा सा?
हमको भी हिंदी बोलनी आती है जी हम
थोड़ी सी आती है
हमको तुमको तो होती
क्या है,
बात
अगर हम आपके शो पर आए, आपका ऑडियंस थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाएगा.
Let me talk to my producer.
That's my.
ਇਹਨਾਂ ਭਾਜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਵੱਡਾ ਕਰਵਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ हमको तुमको करके ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੰਗਵਾਓ
Here, let me make an
ਇਹ
argument.
ਸਾਡੇ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਆ
Let me make an argument for
चलो,
why
ठीक
it
है.
would work, because now you're going to get people that are like me, where my parents immigrated when I was 6, so I learned English most of my life, so I know a little bit Hindi.
Yeah.
But now I can connect with that audience member that is like me, where they kind of broken speak their native language.
Yeah.
And speak English.
Okay.
You get a whole.
Let me think about it. I'll talk to the team.
That's my pitch, man.
Hey, he went for it, man. He tried.
and now
that's all you
now
need.
on a weekly basis he's going to email you this clip
Hey, I have this great idea, Gurp.
I'm going to turn this part into a reel and I'll send it to you.
we had a verbal agreement. You're talking to your producer.
It's recorded. It's on camera.
You know what's funny is I actually talk about this with Tap all the time.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
you talk to Tap? Why do you talk to that guy? I'm just kidding.
We talk about real estate stuff.
Yeah.
And then it will always segment towards like hockey night in Punjabi, because I grew up, like when I say grew up, like in the last couple of years, I watched it with my grandparents because they didn't really care for hockey. But then when they're talking about chapeta shot and they're talking about dabge and this and the other, all the terms that you're using, they get into it, and seeing that kind of excitement is like gets me pumped up. And I was like, how do we do more sports segments in Punjabi? Would basketball be something that you can transition to? Maybe
cricket?
I know cricket would be already there. But baseball, like Toronto Blue Jays is huge in Vancouver. Like we only have one team over here. Either we're going to go to the Mariners, or when Toronto comes down to Seattle, we're going to go watch Blue Jays.
True.
Right? Yeah. So how do we segment from hockey into baseball?
It's tough, man, because like it seems like it's easy, like from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But then when you start looking at the logistics of things, like broadcast rights is a big issue, right?
Oh,
that's the biggest wrench, right? So for example, hockey night, Sportsnet has the broadcast rights for NHL hockey. Sportsnet and Omni are both owned by Rogers, so it's the same company, right? So we have all the hockey rights, so we're able to do that. Whereas it's different for basketball, it's different for other sports. So that's usually the biggest wrench, right? That gets kind of thrown into the mix. So it seems easy, but it's not that easy, right?
I would love if basketball came back to Vancouver. I would be the first person to apply.
Bro, listen, I know like everyone in Toronto Raptors fans are going to hate this, but it's not we the North. Come on. You're the Toronto Raptors. Like, Vancouver, we had our own team and we need our own team back, right? The Grizzlies or whatever it's going to be called. We need our own team.
Bring it back.
Right? We need to bring it back. So,
based on how your show's progressed, how much of a demographic do you think you've actually pushed towards going to the games and tuning into you guys' show? Have you guys seen a massive bump?
You know what? I don't have that data. I wish I did.
Do people tell you like, hey, I watch your show often and I watch your segment?
Absolutely. So we get a lot of that type of feedback, whether we're at events. That's a big reason why we make sure we as a team go out to events. Is that's a way for us to gauge, like, are people watching? Are they talking about us? Do they know who we are? And we get a really good response when we do step out into the community. And we hear stories, like you were saying, like grandparents and grandkids, like 3 generations of families sitting together to watch a game, which everybody understands. Like that wouldn't be possible if they were watching the English show, right? We get pictures that are sent in every week to put on our show. We get stories from people that are emailed in. Social media, we get stories. So we get a lot of that type of feedback, which is positive, right? And that gives us a little bit of an idea that we are making some sort of an impact in the community, right? Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so we got growth,
Yes.
We've got expansion is big on the list.
I got my notes. I wrote them down, man.
We have some stuff.
Personal YouTube page,
It's us.
and
We're a team
we're going nationwide.
I'm getting on the show. We're going nationwide.
We're gonna get a camera
You're
crew
getting on the
following you.
Oh, yeah.
For monsoon. And monsoon, this one's awesome because we're right in the middle of June right now. We've got about 2 months before you guys kick off.
Yes.
Right. So do you want to just say your email address so then we can throw it out to our viewers and try to get some more applicants in?
Yeah, absolutely. Email address is, do you want me to say it to you, the camera?
Yeah. Say it to me.
info@southasianarts.ca. Very simple. info@southasianarts.ca.
Okay, and they're going to be directly connected with you?
It'll come to me or somebody else from within the organization.
Do you prefer phone calls or emails are better?
Emails are perfect. Yeah,
Emails
emails are good. Yeah, that way I can just keep track of everything and it's perfect. Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Nice and simple. Yeah, if anyone's interested, reach out. Please reach out.
Let's see how much of a reach we have, and let's see how we can fill up your inbox, because that's like the best thing for us is helping anybody that comes on, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun event. There are other events in the festival as well, but the main event is that one in Punjabi Market. And we work really closely with the Punjabi Market Collective, which is another not-for-profit organization.
I know what the collective do.
Yeah, so they're working to revitalize that area and bring it back to life, essentially, right? By hosting events there and other community gatherings. So that, murals, I don't know if you guys have been there recently, but
I've seen the murals. I've seen some of the stuff. Are you talking about Milan and Puneet Singh and those guys?
Yeah, they've done a lot of work there. They've done tours. They've done history tours. But if you drive down the two alleys on either side of Main Street, there are murals that are painted, beautiful murals in the back alleys as part of that long-term regeneration project. So definitely check it out if you're in Vancouver. Drive through that.
You know what's awesome, man? We have such a rich history in Vancouver and how everything's kind of established itself that now I feel like we are in the perfect amount of time. Sometimes I think we're a little bit late to kind of push out our media and our content, but I think this is a perfect time. It's everybody's connected in one way or another. Like why can't we get 10,000, 20,000 people?
We're hoping to get 10,000 at least. So that's the plan.
Let's fill up the entire block.
If not more,
After COVID, after all this stuff.
Yeah.
There's never a bad time. Like you said, we are very connected. And the community has a lot of reach, right?
Vancouver in general needs more of that.
Yeah.
People call this place a boring city. So if you guys work to change that, then it works.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. No.
Awesome, Gurp, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And we're gonna see you at the monsoon.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna see you at the monsoon festival now.
Yeah, we'll see you there. I might see you on TV. We'll see.
I'll be on TV.
I'll talk to the producer.
Mama, I made it.
Yeah. And then we're gonna work on taking over the world, right?
Yeah. There you go.